Red Chuck and Bomb quickly became an icon in pop culture around 2012. They managed to remain relevant by throwing the flock into the worlds of Star Wars, Transformers and Rio, but come 2019, their time in pop culture was coming to an end. Angry Birds 2016 was the first outing where we saw our favourite bird flock on the big screen, and although it was met with mediocre reviews, I was 12 when it released, so I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Making over $350 million on a budget of around $70 million, it was clear that Sony Pictures Animation had to have a sequel. Angry Birds 2 came out around 3 years later, but made only half of its predecessor, which many of us kind of saw as a real disappointment. It was kind of the start to the end of the road for the flock, yet by some miracle a third has recently been announced to be in the works. The most notable difference about this third film is a change in distributor. Sony Animation are not attached to this installment, but instead a smaller studio called Prime Focus Studios will be taking the reins. Based on the small teaser Rovio put out, I'm seeing that Red's character design looks very similar to how it looked in Angry Birds 2. My biggest concern though is the sad truth that kids of today are no longer familiar with Angry Birds. I don't think many people who grew up with the franchise 2 are going to get pulled back in, to be honest. I know I'll be checking it out, but I don't see who you're appealing to with another Angry Birds installment. Maybe this is an attempt to relaunch the brand, but let's just say I'm skeptical Angry Birds will make a big comeback in any way.